Hello there. It's me, your girl, Lisa Nichols. As we approach the holiday seasons, as different as they might be all around the world, I want to touch base with you and express my gratitude to you and for you. I want to honor you. I want to honor the person that you've become, the man, the woman you've had to become in order to navigate throughout this year. We've persevered with optimism, with faith, with resiliency and dignity. Now, don't get me wrong, it hasn't all been easy. We've also had frustrations, hurt, shame, sadness, and exhaustion. I know about that. But we've been reminded of the true essence of life in the last few years, focusing on what truly counts: our loved ones, our faith, our belief in ourselves, our well being, our companions, or the companion that we're preparing ourselves for, our beliefs, what I like to call our non negotiables. We've expressed love in close quarters, and we've learned how to express love from afar. We've joined hands and we've prayed across cultural boundaries, national boundaries, religious divides, financial gaps. We've adapted, we've swerved, we've faltered, but we've always risen again. We've endured and we've prospered, demonstrating an unprecedented level of tenacity and resolve. There's a lot to be thankful for. There's a lot to be grateful for. We've discovered, at least I know I've discovered, a new depth of resiliency, a new depth of perseverance, a new depth of determination and fortitude. I've touched something in me that I didn't even know was possible, and maybe you as well. As we conclude this year, let's step back for a moment. And though we have so much ahead of us that we get to do or that we may need to do, even though the to-do list is really long, man, the to-done list, that's longer. Let's step into this season with an enhanced sense of appreciation. We've all put a tremendous effort in getting to where we are, whether it was testing our faith, our forgiveness muscle, or our bounce back muscle, or our fortitude muscle. If you're anything like me, you've strived to keep everything together for everyone else. And now it's time to do some introspection and ensure your own well-being. Your self-care and your being in self-care is not selfish. I'll say that 1,000 times. I know that we have a propensity to ensure that everyone around us is doing fine and everything around us is going okay. At least I know that's me. And I know when someone seeks help, I'm always the first to sign up, even when I need help myself. That's why they reach out to you, and that's why they reach out to me, because they know that we're always going to be ready to help. We're about to cross the finish line of this year. And I don't know about your year, but it feels like it flew by to me. There are so many things that I wanted to do that I didn't get a chance to do. And there were some things I said I wasn't going to do this year that I did anyway. But the lesson that I've learned is that if I want to be there for myself and truly be there for others in the final stretch, then I need to replenish my own energy first. Imagine the sound of just saying, I want to put me first. Now, let me assure, self-care, again, is not about being self-centered and not about being selfish. Self-care is your duty and my duty in 2024. let's make a commitment together. How about we check in with each other this time next year and check and see if we actually put ourselves at the front of the line this time. Even though we have a tendency to cater to everyone else, let's use our own resources for us. I want to remind you, don't serve anyone from what you need. The lesson I keep learning, don't serve them from your reserve. Don't get tired, so exhausted, there's nothing left for you. I'm talking to you and I'm talking to me. Serve from a full cup. Serve them from your overflow. Make sure that you're operating into your surplus of abundance. This is your moment. This is your time. In this season, I like to reflect. I don't judge myself. I don't keep score on what I did wrong. I keep track on what went well and the areas that I can improve on. So decide to take a moment and say, I take responsibility for, as a leader, as a catalyst, a person for change. I'm going to take responsibility as a warrior. I'm going to own my destiny. Because the fact is, when you only show up for others, it's only a matter of time before you'll run out of energy and gratitude. Believe me, I've been there. So again, I invite you, my comrade, my sister, my brother, my fellow warrior, my agent of change, my do good for the world. I invite you to spend some time this season replenishing your energy reserves, not just to the brim, but to overflow. Declare that from now on, I'm serving from my surplus, not my reserves. You have a divine mission on your life. And I don't just have it on mine, you have it on yours. And I don't know about you, but I know my mission is no more significant than anyone else's. Our missions together are divine duties. You are a unique, unrepeatable miracle. And no one can contribute to the world what you can contribute to the world, the way you can contribute it to the world. Your life is exceptional, and it's your birthright to be happy, regardless of what's happening in your world or around us in our world. An exceptional life remains your birthright. It doesn't mean it's always going to go perfect. It doesn't mean it's always going to feel good, but it does mean that you have a right to transition from anywhere you are now that may not feel good, if you're there, to the place that you deserve to be. And if you're at a place where you love it, you have a right to make sure and protect it that you stay there. And you do that by prioritizing self-care. Make it not an option. Matter of fact, just call it non-negotiable. So I want to invite you to continue to invest in yourself. If you haven't, then start investing in yourself. Invest in you because you are worthy of the investment. When I realize that I'm the best return on my investment that I can offer myself, that investing in my mental health, my emotional well-being, my spiritual growth, or my physical health, my financial prosperity, when I invest in any of those things, that's the best decision that I can make for me. And when we invest in ourselves, we start transforming. I remember when my life began to look unrecognizable. This season, whether it be a festive season for you or just another different season for you, as you are serving others, remember to be a gift to yourself as well. I want to invite you to operate from a place of priority. Serve yourself from a place like it's not a luxury, but a necessity. I know I'm pushing this button a lot, but if you're like me, you'll say, sure, I know I need to do it. And you'll go back to being everyone's answer and forget that you are your own answer. You are what you need. So let's just remember together that investing in ourselves is essential. As I remind you, I invite you to please remind me that we both need to have enough faith in ourselves to make that investment a priority. because we are a valuable asset to this planet. So together, let's commit fully to our own goals and our own dreams. And if you found that you are not dreaming as much anymore, you're living someone else's dream, let's begin to breathe some life back into your dream. Let me share something with you. True warriors don't spend the last month of the year disengaged. I'm just saying, real warriors, real change agents, real game changers are already preparing our virtual libraries. We've already gathered the resources you need to kickstart 2024 powerfully. So I invite you to prioritize self-care so that you can show up fully for everyone else. We're counting on you to be the best version of yourself. Someone you haven't met yet, you're going to be the answer to their question, the solution to their problem. Let's make sure we're ready for that. If you need to cherish yourself, nourish yourself, honor yourself, or take care of yourself that much more, then do that. Thank you for being an incredible and vital part of my community. I'm so incredibly thankful for you. Every year, your presence has mattered to me, whether it's your first year or whether you're a veteran with me and you've been with me for 10 years. Every single year, it matters. Thank you for being a part of my tribe, for being a part of my village, for making me feel like my contribution matters, that someone is listening. To our community across the globe, from Kenya to Dubai, Zimbabwe, Egypt, Italy, Singapore, Dallas, to Montreal, and all the other beautiful countries and states and cities that I would never have all the time I need to list off. I hope that in some way I've been able to show up and let you know that I'm your sister and that I'm here for you as well. In some way, I hope that I've allowed you to feel as if you're seen and you're heard and you're understood, and most of all, that you're loved. I honor you and I celebrate you. But most importantly, I want you to know that when I say I love you, I don't say it because my marketing director said, say I love you. I don't say it because I feel like I have to say it. I say it because I truly do. I know we may not have sat on this couch together, or we may not have ever had a chance to break bread together, but the God in me loves the being in you, the spiritual essence in you. And that's true. It's an agape love. And when I'm looking at you, I'm actually really looking at you. I wish you an extraordinary season of self-care. You've done a fantastic job this year. I want to invite you to take your hand, put it up like this, reach around and pat yourself on the back and say, job well done. I cannot wait to see you as we cross over into another opportunity to touch our better, best version. I'll be right there with you.